Okay, I'm going to try and grab 10 pips out of the market. A little salute to Brian. I'll explain that in a moment. Roll the intro and I'll tell you. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Langers and I am the Scruffy Trader. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can grab 10 pips at the end of the night. And I was speaking to Brian at the weekend, little salute to you, and I said I would trade it after 6 and see if we can sort of really find a trade last thing at night, because he wanted to work around a day job. So it's now 7:15. The markets have been a bit mad today, shall we say, and now everything's shut down and it's calming down. I'm going to have a look at it. Okay, now Monday is a hard day to trade at the best of time, but what I've been watching today is cable, because cable has, let's just say, it's had its moments because of news events, but it's now presenting a good opportunity, and we can see that right here. That is an exhaustion if I've ever seen one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark some parameters up and see if we can grab some money out of this. Okay, so let us see. We're on an hour's chart. We're looking for an area that we can trade. Well, straight away what we see in here is a gap in the market. Gap down, it's pushed, and the market's pushed up to try and refill it, and sure enough it pretty much has, and the markets do that on a regular basis. So we can see another area here, just about there. Okay, you can see that it's respected a few times, and there's another one down here. Now this is just all on the hours chart and taking a close look at what is going on. Now when you are trading markets like this and they're very volatile, you do have to be a little bit careful about what you're doing and how you're doing it. So what we're going to do is just try and build a trading arena. In other words, some parameters as to how we can trade. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop it down to a 15-minute, now that we can see what's going on. And it's kind of meandered, it has shot up and shot back down. Okay, that's giving us something to work to, because we have already a level here that we can work against. Now the market is still pushing slightly, so it's not quite at the point of entry. We need to start seeing some reversals, and that's going to be down under here. And can we get 10 pips between this two zones? I suggest we can. Well, there's 65 and the market's starting to turn now. You can see that there is a tail, there's a push there, so there's a high probability we can get our 10 pips. So it's having to think, it's pushed up, it's coming down. So what we're going to do is I'm going to drop an order on the underside of it. Okay, now remember, I only want 10 pips, so that is my entry point. Looking for 10. It hasn't got far to go, not at all, not in the grand scheme of things. And this is what I'm trying to get across about not being greedy. We've kind of set a couple of parameters here. So there's a swing high. We know the market has been there before as well. Okay, so we could actually stage into this order all the way up. So So you could put another order in there if it gets that high to come back down. You can put another order in there to come back down, because when you see a candle like this, it normally gets people caught out on the wrong side of a trade. And when that happens, they have to get out. But you also have people that suddenly see it and they think, bloody hell, I need to be in. So that's kind of what you're looking at. So there's this order here. We can move that up now quite easily. So we could put that under there. And we're making this 10 pips become more and more easy to achieve, because the less it has to go down, the easier it becomes. But if we get clipped, that's why you average in. The secret to it is actually keeping your stop in the same place. So if, for argument's sake, say you enter here and you have a 50 pip stop, fine. You enter 25 pips up, the next one is only 25 pips. You enter 45 pips up, that one only has 5 pips. Stop is in the same place. Okay, and that's how you do it. So what you're seeing here, it's pushed up, slammed down, it's pushing up, but it looks like it's struggling a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to edge this up. So where would it logically try and get to? This level. If it's going to push higher, it's going to try and get here. But because of this, there's going to be some profit taken. And that's the bit that I'm sort of edging on. So I'm going to move that up ever so slightly. And normally I would do a candle count at this point, sort of 5, and then go to the underneath. But that is out of the ordinary. It is not something you can count against, because there's been a news event. Boris has been having a little wee chat, telling us just to be normal at Christmas, and it's obviously rippling through. But we don't know, so we have to see. But I want to trail the price behind it, because I want the market to come to me, and I'm looking for it to retrace at this point. Okay, now I've waited all afternoon for this sort of thing. It's grinding its way up, and then boop, see your exhaustion. Time for action. And talking of waiting and things like that, I've just completed a video this afternoon that I was doing for you guys based on time, and do watch it, because it is about planning your day and how waiting is the biggest part of your day. Because if you rush into the markets and rush into trades, you're probably going to find yourself on the wrong side, and that is just not something you want to be doing. The art of trading is positioning yourself at the right time, and in order to find the right time, you have to wait, and it's just part and parcel of the game. So that's what's happening here, and we shall see. So as long as this doesn't trigger in, I will trail it up, and if it does trigger and then it goes against me, I will average in, and I'll average in maybe 2 to 3 times before it gets up to my stop. If it hits my stop, then that's it. But that's assuming I've been triggered in the first place. But as long as this price stays between there and there, I am happy to enter anywhere within this section. Once it gets above here, I will then need to start thinking about, am I right? Am I wrong? And then once I've got my orders into the market, I manage them. Simple as that, you know. But the key point is know where you're going to get in, and more importantly, know where you're going to get out. Now in this situation, we are trailing the price up. You know, we're not in, so we're not at risk. Market's being quite gentle. So we'll just move that up. We're leaving it at a 10 pips all the time because that is all we are looking for. And the idea is when it comes, it'll slam. You know, but there's a good distance between. There we go. This is all part of the news event. All right. So we can now trail this up a little bit further, just to the tops of there. Because look, it's gone up, it's touching a level it's been at before, and it is stalling. Now hopefully that is going to be a level that will hold. Which we're about to find out. And, well, let's find out. And that was that. It was a little experiment. So there you go, Brian. As promised, I said I would trade on a Monday night after work and that I would look for 10 pips. And there you go. The secret to that trade was waiting, you know. And that is the secret to all trades. Just look for the perfect setup and then just wait. Simple as that. So nice and quick one. And the reason I came on and did it tonight was just because I promised Brian on Saturday that I would do it for him. So a little salute to you, my friend. It was great catching up. And I wish you all the best in success. And for each and every single one of you out there, it is Christmas week. And if I don't speak to you before, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. But most of all, remember, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.